Let's go. Let's carry on. Coming in the beam bando. Let's go, guys. Let's get a little bit in here. And what do we need here? Let's get some downloads. Get some music. Thought we had music. Let's play that music. Let's go. We're live right now, guys. Welcome in, man. We are live on our TikTok, YouTube, live in Discord and YouTube, guys. Welcome in. New pin chat, got it. New pin chat, no thanks on that. Let's go. All right, we don't need full screen on that. Let me mute that right there. Perfect. Say something. Say something. That's what it's all about right there, guys. And we are just simply on the trade box. Let's go look at a chart here. Keep it simple. We have ARB and Doge. We are rocking into Doge right now, guys. Taking those off the Fibonacci line right here. Let's get into the Discord. Yo! There we go, boys. Y'all hear me?
Hey, BC.
What's going on, man? What are you looking at, brother? I'm in that Doge. I'm in that Doge rebound right now.
Yep.
Doge 30-minute hit the
Doge, huh?
bottom, baby. Yeah, Doge just hit the bottom on the 30. So now we're going to see a nice little bounce. Three-minute came in perfectly. Yeah. Volume held up nicely on that. What are you guys hunting down? What trades are you guys looking at?
Well, I'm looking at render. I'm waiting for her to go down.
What's the volume on the 30?
Volume on the 30 is. It's iffy.
Which one is it, bro?
A little bit up.
Which one are you looking at? Render?
Render. Yeah, on the 30 it's not that high because it had a green moon and it really didn't really pump. But now things are starting to turn around. I think. It looks like you'll go up.
Yeah, I mean, so just to break down, right? Just kind of like the basics. So let's fly through here real quick. First, I just want to take a look at my 2 hour, right? So my 2 hour is bending down, plus the volume's getting weak there, so that looks good for an overall short upcoming. Let me extend that out, see if the 3 hours in my favor. 3 hours volume's also slowing down, so now I want to slide to my 1 hour real quick. Now I have my 1 hour moon. I got my 1 hour trend. That was my pump. The 2 hour moon hit. That was good. The 3 hour moon is already out the way, and now if the 4 hours out the way, which it is, and we got the trend. So see how the trends are already in here. So these pumps, they didn't pump as much as they needed to pump there. So what's happening now is, you know, they're failing to actually break out. So this is a very weak coin right now. So let's slide to the 1 hour, and yeah, it looks like we got a nice little short here. What we need is a 30-minute volume below the 4, which we do have, right?
Oh, you see the 30 minutes is going up.
Let's see here. I need this above the 8. All right. It's sideways, right? So look at the volume, right? Needs to get above that 4 for us to consider this a long. So whatever this pushes up to, that would the higher it gets, the better we are for a short. The next thing I want to kind of go and say, all right, is there any like resistance or any support lines or resistance lines that I can see? And right now the 15-minute 200 moving average has been rejected 3 times, right? So the 4th time is probably going to get another solid rejection. Go to my 30. I haven't even got to the rejection line, but I do have a resistance line here. Right there, it keeps hitting and keeps failing. So it's just showing weakness, right? So the 30 is looking like it wants to bend down. So what we look at is the 30 and say, okay, so is there anything here that would push the 30 up, right? That's where we go to the 1 hour. 1 hour isn't even in positive volume and it's already heading down. So, you know, when you want to know like what's the strength of a move or what's going to happen next, the volume is key, right? The volume is moving down on all these indicators.
Right.
So now we slide over to the 3, right? And you guys are going to see I sent a new video for indicators, setups, and everything like that. And
oh, I saw it already.
Yeah, just keeping it real simple, using the Fibonacci's, right? So this way the Fibonacci's instead of the algo price, Fibonacci's are easy to kind of read and they just give us some targets.
Yeah, I just put them on.
Yeah, plus what's also a benefit to Fibonacci's is the direction that they're sitting, right? So notice here on the 3 minute, they're downward, right? So they're targeting that this wants to come back down towards the 786 line.
786, huh?
Yeah. So your main things like this, the hardest line to break is a 786. Blue? Yeah, your blue line. That's your 786.
Right.
So those are your hardest. That's your hardest line to break, right? So if it's going to find support, that's where it's going to find support, right? So now looking at the 3 minute, my volume on my 3 minute isn't even green, right? And it's already at the top. So this looks like we're probably going to get a short here and render. All right. So now the only for me to consider anything, I just slide over to the 1 minute, and look at the 1 minute. Didn't even already started breaking down. So for me, I'm going to look at this and say, all right, it looks like we got a beginning of a short here, right? So let me see. Let me slide over here. Let me get into a trade. Futures. Right, I like this trade for a pre-setup here because the volume is very low.
Yeah, it's been low. Even during the pump, it was low. The high time.
Yeah, it just means people are buying it. They're buying very little. Right, so there's no like no heavy hands in here, just little hands.
I mean, if you see the pump on the 30 minute, it's very little. There.
So I'm gonna put my short at the $2.42, and then do a nice little entry right here as well. So right now I got 35 in there, and I got the other 35 waiting to click when it hits that back up to get into a position here. And I'm gonna save a little bit on that backside. So I'm gonna ride this 1 minute down here, right? So we're gonna see where this pressure goes.
All right.
But it's getting weak right there. So what I'm playing here is that if I'm looking at all my Fibonacci's, especially the higher time frames, they're all sitting. I like to look at the 30 and the fibs. They're all predicting a downward trend here, right? So let me go to my 1 hour. Even my 1 hour had the target hit earlier. See support, rejection. It bottomed out. It pushed. So now on the 1 hour, we like to trade on the 1 hour. We can see that we're sitting in that little golden pocket, right? Golden pocket 382, 5.0 up to 786, right? but it's having trouble breaking that breaking through here. So I'm gonna put my line right here. So right now I'm gonna run with the 1 hour going down and the 2 hour starting to bend down. And the fact that I don't have volume above the 4 right here with the 30 going sideways. All right, so I'm kind of like, and I have a 15-minute resistance line here set up. So tracking this here, man, I would be looking for entries when this 15 minutes starts to crack down.
When the 15 minutes starts to crack?
Yeah, as soon as that 15 minutes starts to return back down.
I think it'll go up to this 200.
I mean, it should have. Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if it could get that high. So that last wick that it had, that little top wick. So 24.25. So 242.5.
Huh.
Come back to that. Let me look at Doge. Let's go, Doge. Now we got 16% on Doge right now.
Nice.
I would say, you know, looking where it's at here, playing the 3 minute, right? So I'm playing the top of the 3 minute coming down. And then the next time the 3 minute comes up, that's another chance for me to buy. And then from there, that third move down would be where I would be looking and considering like my profit section there, right?
Right.
I would expect some type of move there if we're not making any other changes.
I had a customer today, this woman,
Yeah.
and I asked where she was from, and she said, you know, I used to live in Chicago, and now she lives, I don't know, in Boston or something. I said, where'd you live in Chicago? And what did she say? What did she say?
What'd she say? Oak Brook?
You know what she said?
What? Chicago.
I used to live in Homewood.
Homewood? Right there,
There
bro.
is, I have her name somewhere. Maybe you know her.
Probably do, man. She's a Homewood Viking floss.
I asked for her down.
A floss, Maury.
The 3 minute just don't want to come down. The 5 minute too. It's topped out. 3 minute, 5 minutes topped out.
Render. It's fighting, man. It's fighting that little base there. So they should have like little pumps here, but I think that little 242, like that last candle, that $2.42 with 5/10 of a penny, seems to be like a nice little.
Right.
But we need to wait for that 15. As soon as that 15 breaks down.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. The 45 is like curling a little. Let's see at the RSI. But I think the 1 hour should bring it.
Yeah, the problem is like the problem it's going to have is the volume. It needs more volume.
Yeah, like I said, if you see the pump on the 30 minute, you know, where everything pumps, all the funds, render doesn't have that much volume on it. The volume that it should have, I think.
It's definitely holding back.
So I was in a short with render earlier. Right before the pump, everything was going down, and I was waiting for the 15-minute red trend. Everything was going down, and I was watching the 15 RSI on the screen as in it was going down. It was going down. I'm like, it's going to go down. It's going to look. I have a red trend, and then it just curled up
With the 15?
really fast. Yeah.
What's
It
the
curls really fast.
go back and look at the volume. See what it looked like. What color was the
And
volume?
I just got out. I got out right away. I made money on the short, but then it was that big pump we had right after that. Right after that.
Yeah, go back and
And I couldn't get in.
what's the volume on the? Go back and look at that point. What was the volume on the 30?
Hang on. Everything was down. Let me see where it was. The volume on the 30 was negative, red.
Red. What was the time?
It's 4 o'clock.
Today?
Well, here.
Shit, man.
Here in the afternoon, so it would be in the morning for you sometime.
So
I mean, if you look at the chart,
yeah, what? Which
the
chart?
last short
Yeah.
we had.
So on what time
The
frame?
last short
30? 30-minute time frame or what? What time frame?
30 minute.
All right, so look at the time frame. They had that big short, right?
No, they had the big short, then up the latest short I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. We have a couple pullbacks,
Yeah.
but you're talking about that bigger one. So, right when look at the 30-minute RSI, it was at the top, right?
No, it's at the bottom.
Here, hold on, man. Let me share my screen, bro. Look at that 30 bending up right there. The thing, the render wants to move here. Hold on. Render wants to pump.
Think so?
Yeah. Yes, sir. The 30 just moved on us.
Yeah.
That's why it's like when you sit at that 30, look for that little spot. Let's see here.
Do you see the two candles, the green one and the red one?
Hold on, give me one sec. I want to get a little something in here, render real quick. All right, what do we got? No.
Yeah, put a little.
So here's, all right, let's take a look at render. All right, so you talking about right here?
You get into render right now?
Yeah, I'm jumping in on this 30-minute curl up.
All right. Oh, let's see. Okay.
We'll do 2 bags today. 2 bag on the render. Let me know when you're ready, brother.
I'm ready.
Hold on. That's gonna be, oh, I'm sharing my screen. I was like, why am I moving so slow here? ARV's acting up. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's take a quick here look at render real quick so I can get out of the screen share. All right, so you're talking about right here.
Yeah.
This pullback right here.
Yeah. So I was in the short all the way till the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was watching the 15, and the 15 curled up on me, and I just left. that's a profit.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was gonna say what, like it looked like you won, man.
Yeah, I did, but I almost messed up.
Yeah,
Almost.
you got to take the profit, man. You just got to. These things are too volatile, man. But like right there, like right here, here we go. We have a nice little pullback. Everything's going good. Look at the 30 start to bend right there, right?
Right.
ARB wants to do something. And see the volume coming back up here. Now we're above the 4 again. So now we're in a long again. So we have our 30-minute trend. We have our green moon. So what's the next move here, right? So we need a 1 hour trend. That's good. Everything's rolling through here. So it's got the last hurrah push. 2 hour. The only thing we're missing is a 2 hour trend here, which would be nice to get here. Which looks like we might get with this 1 hour. So for us, like if you're gonna watch this, and you were doing that was a like right there. The 1 hour has to like really be in your favor. But I want to look at that whole trade right there, because there's a couple things here that we have to look at. So first of all, the bonus for this is that you got the 30-minute trend is against you, but the 1 hour is with you. But the bonus is that you have the volume with you, right? You see, like there's no volume here. All right. Yeah, so that's like the only thing that makes this a decent trade there, and then the volume comes back in. Now we can't short because now we're working with positive volume. So even though this looks like this here, right? Big difference is that was negative volume, this is positive volume. So a lot of times, because guys will look at that and be like, well, because the thing that we're looking to short is to go into a short here on render, we'd want like a 15-minute red trend to let us know that it's something going red, right? And you can see here on this big pullback, you didn't have your 15-minute red trend in there. A lot of guys would wait for that, but what it is the volume that makes it happen.
Waiting for it.
Yeah. But see, like, yeah, you had the little pullback right there. Yeah, but the volume is what made that short happen right there. So right now we don't have any of that volume on the 30-minute. It's all positive. Now what I want to know is, do we have? So this is the problem right here, right? We have no volume on the bigger time frames. This is very weak here. So we can get another push here, but it won't be the greatest thing in the world unless they start, it needs to start rotating into that position. So maybe we clear up here. We need the 2 hour, and the 1 hour should definitely have positive volume by now, right? So that's really what we're waiting on. So here, the basic is like every other trade we're in. At the end of the day, we slide into this trade. We need a red moon, red trend to get out of it. So far, we're green moon and green trend. So as it stands right now, we're in this trade.
Right.
Yeah, because once you're in, you're in. All right, so now let's go take a doji. Doji's fighting this little spot there. And it's okay. I mean, with render, if it's, with all the things going against it, if it doesn't move that much down and then we end up again, I mean, we can get more moves. The 2 hour can come around, but we need the 1 hour to start. We just got a 1 hour candle, so that's where we should have seen at least a positive volume there to make me a little more confident in there. But the trade, yeah, I mean the trade that we want is down here, right? We had our 1 hour, we had a 1 hour moon, we had a 1 hour green trend. That trade happened. So the next trade that we're looking for is we need that 2 hour green trend. So whenever that pops up, that's going to be our trade that we're waiting for. I don't know how much that can get us. Maybe up to 249. And that's just waiting on the 3 hour to keep pushing up. So that's the only thing in our favor right now. Let's see what Doge is working on. So Doge is curling up on the 30. Plus it has huge volume. So I can get that moon to reset. We're good. The 1 hour has positive volume, just pushed up and it's starting to bend up. So that's a good sign. 2 hour, see how the 2 hour has volume there? So a little better shape than our other friend there. Render. Alright, let's see what ARB keeps tinging me here. So I got alerts for a buy-in on ARB, and obviously it's going hard right now. So looks like we're going to get our 30-minute moon reset on render here. This actually looks real good. I should rotate. Alright, so green moon, green trend, moon reset about to happen, and the 30's at the bottom. I think my 30 is on there, and the 1 hour is bending to the side there. What's the 2 hour? Yeah. So we got a possible breakout with a moon reset. We're also looking where we got all our RSIs top, 30s headed up with positive volume. So it looks like we got another potential push up here. Maybe retouching that 121. So right now we have to wait this out. So we need a trade to like. Let me edit that.
Green.
Let's see how ARB has that. This is what we're hoping for out of render. Hoping for that out of render. We don't have that yet. So it has those little moments there. I'll wait in the push here. Doji. I mean, you can't expect too much, man. Remember, the market's still not trading too much, but we got some huge bounces here today, so they're gonna have to settle in eventually. Doge got its 3 hour trend. I'm waiting on the 4 hour. And then we'll know how strong this coin is. And render's showing that weakness we were looking at earlier. Two-hour bending. Those top peaks are probably our short entries here if they can peak again. I'm not really seeing the problem on render is this volume.
Yeah.
It's just fight like the 30 minutes. It's fighting that 4 line. Yeah, it's established now. So what you want here is anytime so the big dip it comes around, you start moving volume there. It's nice to get that up, and then it settles in. And now that it's kind of settled into a zone, it's not having any type of like it's a sideways march. Render's banging off of the 2 hour. Or not render, ARB. So ARB, we would want a 3-minute red moon, 3-minute trend. short entry if it comes along. Render. Let me take a look at the renders. 3 minute. Yeah, see, render's even weaker. Right, so look how ARB, it was at least positive green with a green moon. Where render's volume is going to overtake its potential here. For sure. Yeah, I'm gonna close out my render here. Look for this next bounce and take a short on it. Yeah, it should. I mean, it's not gonna. It's just not gonna have enough volume. And we're already 6 o'clock.
When I went home.
Let's see what we look like here. Slide over to the 3 minute. What's the 1 minute look like? 1 minute's trying to bounce here.
Yeah. 3 minute, 5 minute.
Let this 3 minute, or let the 1 minute kind of reestablish itself. And this is where we'll see the weakness of the volume here.
I've been watching render all week. I've been making money.
Yeah, you've been loving render, dude. I've seen you. I'm surprised. I mean, that's the one thing about render. I'm surprised it's not, with all the news and everything, this big drop. I'm surprised they're not like, I mean, if they were buying render at shit. What was it this week? Let me take a look. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. I mean, all these people going crazy for render at 235, 267, right?
Oh.
But you're not loving it at 217. And this was a bottom out right here. So this push here is like, we're going 218 to 245. That's not that great for a coin that has all that news. And this volume is just terrible. Interesting times.
I wrote to you about that, but maybe you didn't see it.
On the render, nah.
I wrote to you. Renders volume. What do you think?
I mean, it should be way better than what it is. I'll tell you that much. Like, render looks terrible for what it is. I would expect, the people in render to be a little more aggressive.
Get out of it?
Yeah, I'm taking a little position out. I'm gonna run this 3 minute back up.
Yeah.
Let the 3 minute bounce. But we need a catalyst here, man. One way or the other, we need some. So for me, the volume on the 1 hour is not great. I would love to see that go positive, but the 30 is kind of like, the problem is the 30. So as soon as we get a red trend, right? Let's see what the 15 looks like. Yeah, if we can get a 15-minute red moon with a red trend,
right?
Get a rejection off that 15-minute 200 moving average. That'd be pretty good for a short opportunity.
I was waiting.
Yeah, I mean, it keeps like. Here's another one, that same bow. Let me see what that was. Yeah, I mean, it's a 2% drop from that 15. So I'm that had more volume. See that first drop that just happened right before this? The volume was way higher on that. Render kind of failed the whole pickup. But we're gonna get a short out of render. Let's see what Doji's doing. Doji. Let's see if the market's had enough for the day. Can't expect it to do too much. It did a lot today. Yeah, so Doji's sitting here hitting the 786, so that's not a bad. It's not a bad push, and it's stuck on the 1 hour. And everything's topped. 30-minute.
You're in Doge.
Yeah, I've been in Doge. I've been working Doge all day. We already on that first long right there. I already took 75%, so now I'm finishing up this last leg. I was expecting a little more, but I mean, I guess now that I'm kind of like looking at it's all looking a little short-handed here today. But not a bad recovery for the day, man. What's today? Tuesday after a giant dump like that? That wasn't bad. I mean, every coin had some massive. As soon as we got the 1 hours in there, I mean, we had 7% moves on most of the coins. Can't beat that.
Yep.
You know, they're not. We got to remember, like, it's still. There's no trading being done. I mean, shit. You start to have a good day, and then they sue fucking Coinbase.
I know.
That stopped that whole little. But like I said, man, once people kind of look at it and go, well, shit, what's the matter? It's so fucking cheap, anyways. You know, it's not going to change my mind in what this is. I mean, you know, everyone's expecting to pay their taxes anyway, so it doesn't even matter.
Right.
But Doge's got some 30. See, Doge has the volume, right? Look at Doge's volume on the 30, right? So Doge looks great. ARB, on the other hand, when you go to the 30, that's starting to pick up a little momentum here. So I'm saying it should do a little better. It has some leg in it, man. I just don't like the volume on the 1 hour is the problem. We can get that to move up a little bit, start to look better. It's just a long term here. Long-term play, man. I would expect it to break through here. But it's going to be a slow grinder. What time is it? 7? So 2 hours to 9 o'clock. You should have a nice little boom at that time. It's building volume. It's just building it like very slowly. So, I mean, the protection here is, you know, you're in the trade. So 3-minute red moon, 3-minute red trend. I mean, fuck it. Can't get out of the trade.
Right.
You're in it. You're in it.
Render go up.
I mean, it looks like a good long. It's just going to take a minute. Bottom line, 3-minute moon, 3-minute red trend. You know what I mean? That's the thing, right? Like, that's what... Once you're in it, man, you just have to follow the rules, right? We got in by the rules. Now we got to sit in the rules. And now 3-minute red trend, 3-minute moon, right? We're not... That's the way it is. So far, we have a green moon, 3-minute trend. Everything is, you know, let me see render, where we at? Let me jump to render's 3-minute. ARB looks like a long still. Now, you have a red moon. You have a red trend here, but a red moon, but we don't have a red trend. So, got to hold the fort.
I think render's good.
Yeah, you like it? I think it's got. I mean, like I said, I mean, it is gonna. We're in the trade.
Yeah.
You can't get out into that, you know, 3-minute red moon, 3-minute red trend. I'll take those odds. I'll take the odds, bro.
Everything's
I mean, it should do better.
going up.
It should be doing better.
40,
It should do
45
better.
is going up.
Yeah, the 1 hour is starting to pull up too. 30 minutes
30.
bouncing. I mean, like I said, for me, is the entry was on that 30-minute bounce, right? So once you commit to that,
15
man.
minutes.
Yeah, once you commit to that, man, we're in. So I'm in this long until we get a 3-minute moon red trend, which I don't think we're gonna get because it looks like we're about to get a green moon.
5 minutes up. The only thing that's down is the 3 minute. Well, that's up now too.
Yeah, we're rolling.
5 minutes. Everything's up.
Maybe.
One minute's topped out. So you still in Florida? DC? DC cut out.
Hey, away, 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 away. We in it for them 3 minutes, bro.
What?
That's how we looking on them 3 minutes.
Yep.
Gotta ride
There's
it.
the green moon.
Gotta ride it, bro.
Green moon on a 3.
We're here, bro, until them happens. There we go. So that looks good, man. Let me watch my
Rick.
Doge. I need Doge to make the same decision.
We got a green moon on the 3 minute.
Yeah. We're making a comeback, bro.
Yep.
Right. So it's just like, you know, the short you had, the volume helps you out. Here we look at the volume, everything's kind of going against it. So it's like the volume is slowly moving. You know what I mean? We're still in good moments there. You gotta want more out of it. But I mean, we're picking up volume slowly on render. Keeps going up above the 4, coming down, up above the 4. And the thing is, when it goes below the 4, the 30-minute bounced on us, right? So that kind of gave me hope that we would re-break that 4. But I mean, I want this to be a little more stronger here. But the trend,
Yeah.
you know, that's where the trend helps out because the trend is green. And, you know, if we look at the 5-minute, we got that green trend in there. So we already
Right.
went through consolidation, but I can't consider the short side until, or the different directional until I have a 15-minute red trend anyway. So that's why from there I can just look and say, all right, man, I need my 3-minute here. So that's the beauty of like looking at it all and just coming down to one decision of, okay, red moon, red trend. Like that simple. Everything else looks like it wants to move in a nice, orderly fashion. Let's see what we got here, man. Alright, so render's kind of up and down, but Doge is slightly moving. What is Bitcoin doing while we're bullshitting? The only reason I'm checking that right now is just because I want to. It matters on the volume, especially right now with everybody.
Bitcoin's 15-minute volume is pretty good.
It's an interesting moment with that Coinbase shit.
Yeah.
The difference is, man, and this is what I was saying yesterday. The difference is that people trust Coinbase more than they trust CZ. You see what I'm saying? Like suing Coinbase, it's a listed company. So they're not gonna like really run away from it too much, but it's going to cause concern, you know?
No.
Yeah, see, we're fighting this volume here, man.
That's one mask.
I feel like we're gonna get our move, but it's just gonna be a very drawn out moment here because we still got the 15 moving in our direction. We got the 30
No.
just there has to be a decent amount of volume to make the 30 bend back up. So I mean, overall, I just feel like it's gonna be a lot of wicks up and down there.
Well,
I like Doge is a little more solider right now.
Rutgers very